Just reliving a good time right now. My son's coming in a minute.
Dad, I'm your daughter, Desiree. I've always been Desiree.
Hello. We starting off on a clean slate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The series really talks about a second chance and the beauty of a clean slate. Have you ever had a moment in your life when you felt like you had a clean slate?
You know what I do for a living? I go out and I talk to a crowd every night, and I don't know anybody. It could be 30,000 people out there, and I don't know these people. And I'm starting over with laughter and, hey, y'all, let's get together. Let's sit down and let's enjoy each other. I'm the old uncle that talks trash. I just like having fun. I love people, and I grew up in the church, telling jokes in the church, talking about the church. Still do. I'm in the church today. Still do talk about. That's where my laughs come from. Political. I'm all over the place. I just love everybody.
So every day's a clean slate.
Young people, old people, hip hoppers, gangbangers. I just love people having.
We love everyone.
Why not? It's easier.
What about you, Laverne?
That's amazing. I was just, as George was talking, I was thinking about how stand-up comedy just terrifies me because there is always, at every level, no matter, do you bomb still? Do you have does that happen to George Wallace? I mean, it feels like it can happen. Is that always a possibility?
Let me tell you something. I have my yellow pad with me at all times, okay?
Yeah.
I go out, I started this in 1993. I start off, that's the way my show works. I'm gonna do some new jokes. They might work, they might not.
Right.
I don't give a damn. I gotta do these jokes. I gotta know whether they work. I do a new joke, joke work real good, very funny. Second joke, joke number 2, Joke, very funny. Joke number 3, joke's funny, audience sucks. They go crazy. They go crazy. So
I
just
get it, yeah.
Bombing, the word is like, if I have a joke that's bad, I'm so stupid. I say, you know what?
Right.
That joke needs work, and I'm going to keep telling this joke until y'all laugh. I might do it 3 or 4 times. But it's all fun. It's honesty, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And when I say the audience sucks, they're part of the show already.
Exactly. Yeah, that was something that I enjoyed.
The clean slate is every day.
Yeah.
A day at a time, every day is an opportunity to start over.
Right.
But I think like a clean slate for me, it's been about intentional choices of letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve me.
Absolutely.
And that can be really difficult when the people, places, and things feel familiar, feel like love. For a long time, as a trauma survivor, I mistook an alarm bell for a dinner bell.
Right.
And the dinner bell for the alarm bell.
Yeah.
And in part of my work in building trauma resilience and reprogramming my nervous system and neurotransmitters is now I can identify the alarm bell as the alarm bell and the dinner bell as the dinner bell. And so that allows me to let go faster those people, places, and things that don't serve me. And that gives me the opportunity every day to have a clean slate.
Yeah.
But we have to be able to let go.
Of course.
Of things that don't serve us.
Right.
And sometimes that takes a little bit longer if our wiring's off because of trauma and or shame or bad childhoods like the one I had with him.
One thing that I really loved about it is that it was really celebrating Blackness, queer Blackness. What really drew you to the story, and why is it important right now to tell these stories?
Well, when Dan came to me about this sort of Sanford and Daughter kind of remake of sort of inspired by Sanford and Son, but Sanford and Daughter, and wanting to tell the story about a father and daughter, the idea of family, and then setting in the South, it's like, I'm from the South, he's from the South. Church, all the things that kind of shape our lives in the South. And I think that there's still misconceptions that like Black people are more transphobic or homophobic than everybody else. When all of my closest trans friends, who are all Black trans women, have parents, have mothers who love them and never stopped loving them and never disown them.
Right.
Certainly those stories happen.
Yeah.
But there are so many, particularly Southern mothers, who are Christians, who are steeped in what Christianity is about. I don't identify as a Christian now. I was raised Christian, but Christianity is about love. Christianity is about God judges and we love. And there's so much of that in Black communities. We know when we know it, but I wish we would see more of that in the media because there's just all these misconceptions. And the trans folks tend to be louder. But we need the show now because we just need transhumanity. We've been talked about for multiple years and propagandized against, and legislation has been brought against us, and they just choose not to talk to trans people. And what a difference it makes when we actually hear from us, hear our stories, hear our experiences, understand we're human, flawed just like everybody else, and understand our experience. I have to say this. I was on TV last night, yesterday, and they were just sort of asking me about this moment, and I mentioned the passport thing that, so that, Trump has declared that, there's only two genders and whatever, and so they're not allowing non-binary people to have X on their passports. And there are any passports that are requesting a gender change, those passports are on hold. Those applications are on hold. And I immediately thought about the time before 2010 when Hillary Clinton's State Department allowed us to be able to change our gender markers without surgery. I knew countless trans women who are women, present female, traveling internationally, stopped because their gender markers don't match who they appear to be, strip searched, detained in foreign countries, arrested, horrible things happening. It's like if your identification needs to match who you are. It's really basic, and declaring that there's two genders and then doing the stuff with passports has nothing to do with the lived experiences of trans people. It's like, let's scapegoat them and put people in these boxes without dealing with actually what people will have to experience. And so sometimes it's just about hearing from the folks.
Yeah.
And this isn't just trans people, this is working people.
Everybody.
This is people who are often not given a voice. And that's the power and beauty of storytelling. And good storytelling is that we can hopefully hear from people that we don't hear from often and see them as human beings.